Welcome into another edition of Growing Bolder at the National Senior Games presented by Uber. I'm Mark Middleton here in Des Moines along with 12,500 athletes from age 50 to over 100. And I know we've told you they come from all 50 states, but we're often asked, yeah, but what state sends the most? Well, the answer is Florida, followed by Ohio, California, Texas, and North Carolina. We were up early to check out the bows and arrows. Archery was invented about 12,000 years ago, and it's been an Olympic sport since 1900. The competition here in Des Moines features many of the nation's best elder archers.
There's some fine archers in this age class, and I ain't nowhere near them. But I'm just shooting as good as I can.
What makes for a fine archer? For the uninformed, tell us why this is not just a skill but an athletic pursuit.
It's like golf. Anybody can shoot a good arrow. It's shooting 90 of them that makes the difference.
Plus, folks don't realize that we walk between 2.5 and 3 miles over the 3 hours that we shoot. So it's a good way to get your walking and your steps in, and you don't realize it because you're focused on your arrows.
The oldest competitor in the archery competition is 91-year-old Anna Hartman from Florida. And I'm guessing you have had a bow and arrow in your hand since you were a little girl.
No, I never touched a bow till I was 75.
A lot of people think when you're 75 it's too late to take up a new activity, a new sport. What do you say to that?
When you're 75, you got to look for something new to do. You can't sit around watching TV and playing on your computer all day. You got to get out and move.
What's it take to be good at it?
Practice, 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 and concentration. Archery isn't about strength. It's about concentration.
Welcome everybody to the 2025 NSGA Disc Golf Games.
Well, you probably know by now that pickleball is the world's fastest growing sport. But do you know what some surveys say is number 2? It's disc golf. By any measure, participation is exploding worldwide, and the National Senior Games Association is paying attention. The 2025 games mark the return of disc golf as an open sport for the first time since it was played in the 2013 games. The competition brought together beginners and longtime players, all of whom are enthusiastic about the sport's growing appeal.
During COVID, I wanted something outside to do, and I found a disc golf course within walking distance of my house and just started playing by myself.
Fresh air, exercise. I've been the best shape I've been in for a few years because of disc golf. And I get to do it with my grandkids. My grandkids like to play, so it's been something to do with the family.
It's a long walk in the woods. You can average about 8,000 to 10,000 steps around. The older you get, you don't get any better, but that one good shot keeps bringing you back the next day to play again.
Coming out of British Columbia, Gary Marty.
Well, the first time I started playing, a little bit frustrating on the Carol Marty Disc Golf Course in Ames, but after a few years I decided to become proficient and got better, so I'm competitive today. Might have a chance for a medal, so that'll be fun.
You can throw anything, backhand, forehand, you can roll it, you can tomahawk it. Yeah, all kinds of ways to throw the disc. And putting. Yeah, putting is really important to be consistent at your putt. I wanted to support it 100% because we want to grow this sport, and having it in the senior games is one way of doing that. I'm just hoping I guess this means it's going to be here every year and the competition will continue to come. And we have not a great turnout, but we're glad these ladies are here. And hopefully in 2 years, we'll double in size, if not quadruple in size.
In truth, the National Senior Games are really the International Senior Games because in addition to all 50 states, competitors come from 11 foreign countries. I was thrilled to run into our Growing Bolder friends from Barbados. On to volleyball now, where we met a men's team entirely from Ontario, Canada, proudly wearing the maple leaf and representing their home country here at the 2025 Games. After winning their match, they shared their thoughts on the large and growing Canadian volleyball culture and how the game has enriched their lives as they've aged.
Oh, it's huge. Ontario has, the OVA Championships for kids has hundreds and hundreds of teams. It's massive. It gets me out and keeps me healthy-ish.
I'd say it's the fitness, it's the camaraderie. We're a great group of guys to hang out with for several years now. It's great to see us compete at this level still at our age.
It's the adrenaline rush, the camaraderie. You know, we just have an amazing core group of guys that we play with all the last 4 years, and it's just so much fun to travel together and just enjoy winning.
I treat movement disorders and neurodegenerative disorders for a living. This is one of the best things you could be doing, is to stay active and stay fit so that your brain stays healthy as well.
If you've yet to arrive here in Des Moines and come through the Athlete Check-In Center presented by Uber, be certain to snap a selfie in front of Growing Boulder and Uber's photo wall and then post it with the hashtag 2025 NSG. Here's a few athletes who are on their way, including some familiar faces that we featured before on Growing Boulder, track stars Willie Sproul and Andrea Collier. We want to remind you that no matter where you're headed around town, Uber can help you on your way. All right, on to softball we go, hosted at the Hy-Vee Multiplex, which was buzzing with competition all day. For years, softball had the most participants at the games before being passed up by pickleball, but it's still number 2, just ahead of track and field and basketball. We caught up with a few teams who shared the metaphors for life that softball has taught them, including the lessons we can take away from a black eye.
No, this is turf field, and it takes some bad hops, and I wasn't expecting it, and bam. But you know what? Put some ice on it, and you keep on going. So I'm an RN. I've been an RN for 43 years, and I got to tell you, I see some 70-year-olds that look 90 years old because they don't do anything. They stay stagnant. The less you move, nothing, everything just stays stagnant. You got to keep moving. You got to keep going. The more you keep your brain going, the more you keep your body going, the more in shape you're going to be, the more sharp you're going to be. And that's the way to do it. You just got to keep on going. You got to push.
Oh, great. I feel great. I don't feel 67. I feel like maybe 27.
Well, one thing about softball is that there's nothing on the softball field you don't come across in life. So it's important to be this side of the dirt, I'm telling you. And it makes me feel good every day. I feel good. I look forward to this.
We've been doing this for probably 25 years. It's healthy, very healthy. We like the camaraderie. We like each other. And we learn from each other.
To be able to do this at our level and continue to do the game that we love is amazing, and I'm just so grateful for my teammates and to be on this journey with them.
The lesson is you don't get old playing, you get old when you stop playing.
The National Senior Games is a circus of inspiration. It's kind of like a Carpe Diem convention, because the one thing that all 12,500 athletes are doing here is seizing the day. They're leaning into life. They're challenging themselves, and they're inspiring all the rest of us to do the same. All right, be sure to subscribe to Growing Boulder and the National Senior Games YouTube channels, and follow us on Facebook so you don't miss any of our stories this week. We'll look for you tomorrow right here.